She talk about my phone died, and I've been waiting forever for it to charge up again, and it still has not charged. They don't want you to know this right here. This is supposed to be it says gods and goddesses, and this is oneevil.org. So what is the one evil? The one evil, and this is God and goddesses. Ishtar. Okay, so now I find, and this is supposed to be a drawing of an Anna, and you see how they have her, and then it sits like that. People can draw this shit too, can make this shit up and give it to you and say, what they want to say. Because if this was the true picture of who they're talking about, she would be blacker than her, or as black. When panDORA summons me the second time and I went there, she told me she would send me something, and she would send me a gift, and that I would know it is from her, Okay, so the next day I get these dolls, it's like 5. And so then I don't have anything to do, so I just make up a scene real quick, as though they crash landed. It's a lot to it. However, they were like dirty though, and their hair, you should see their hair. Had to wash the hair, clean them up, and all that stuff. So, after I clean them up and everything, and then I do something to her hair. You see how long it is? I'm really thinking about cutting it. I mean, even for a doll who needs hair this long. So after I had to make it crinkle like this, and then I was combing it, and I thought about earrings for them, because see, she has holes in her ears for earrings, so I thought about earrings for them. And I began to look in her ear, and this is the next night I had her, and I want you to see what I found. You see? Can you see? It is a number 13. So once I opened it up anyway, I said, cheerful them. I said, we're going to call you panDORA because you're just as black as panDORA. And this is as black as panDORA. She is also from the planet of Jupiter, the planet of black people. Although now they are brown in different colors because of her and Inky's children. And then she took some children with her, So she tells me, she says, this is how her non-melanated children depicted her to look like this. She said, I guess that is my memory of them, my memory they have of me to look like this. And she said, look at that. They're so fucking physical. She said they even have me holding my little tits. Something else she showed me, see? The goddesses. See, it goes from a net, and a couple of these goddesses are the same ones. And this should be the black Athena. They changed that shit, right? So here you have a net, like those little bugs that come in your house. Nets, although they may be spelled, I think, with a G. Still, a net. And then here's your Bloody Mary. And there's Israel, They just make up fucking gods and give them to you because they need a god. A Cyberman does not need a god. He knows what the fuck to do. He is his god, But it's a better Venus. And not only that, isn't this Sybil? There is I think it is a movie called Sybil where Sybil goes through all these different like personalities, but they're all fucked up. The psychiatrists don't know anything about what I talk about on Facebook. On YouTube. They don't know anything about it. The only thing the scientists know, the psychiatrists know about me is that I talk about targeted individuals, that I am a target. And I talk about mind control and how they can read people's mind. Although they wrote on the paper, I said, that I think they wrote that I said, that I hear voices or someone's talking to me or something. No, they asked you if you hear voices. Hell no, motherfucker. I don't hear no goddamn voices. They don't like the way I talk to them either, but, I let them know I don't like you. I don't have respect for you. I know you hate children, and, I give them that kind of information. And they put all their little stupid motherfucking facts together and say I'm delusional, but that's fine. Because I got they mammy with me. And it is hot as who knows what here. It is so fucking hot here, Wow. I did not know that. Anyway, we went through all these names. Every last one of them. Bloody Mary. She is number 15. Wow. And Sybil. Sybil is the stupid, crazy one. So, yeah, she did not like the fact that they depicted her like this. She does not like the fact that they put her in stupid shit either. And now she says she thinks that the way she sees things, not that she thinks that it's happening, she said the way she sees things. It is as if they're now using her for the mind control. Now we're going to read this. It says the Samaritans, I call it Americans, because they took us over, because the Samaritans are the children of Seth. They talk about Semitics or Semitism or some shit. That's Seth. I mean Shem. Shem, not Seth. And Shem is a female. She is not a male. But they know they taught you she is a male. You believe whatever the fuck they say. So no. Now we will go with the Sumerian, and it is Summer for short. Why? Because some of her children were over here and some of her children were over there. Wow, she has a lot of scenes and can be very sarcastic. The Sumerian goddess of sexual love, which she cannot be of love because she was too long ago. Fertility and warfare. And she never had war with anyone. She didn't even deal with the war on Mars or anywhere else. And the reason she allowed the melanated men to come into her womb to stay here is because they had nowhere else to go. And at the time, they knew nothing about murder, war, killing, anything. When she got so pissed off and the way she blew up, we didn't even know we had those type of emotions. Well, the etymology of her name forms from the Sumerian nen, means lady, and this is also in the scripture. It is talking about the lady, and it tells the lady, I think it is a lady and her children, and it says that they will come and speak with her face to face. And then An in sky for sky, hence Nen Anna, but they took off the N, meaning Queen of Heaven. If she is Queen of Heaven, heaven is in your mind, then she is Queen of your mind. She is sometimes confused with Nana, and it's kind of funny because Frankie J, her grandchildren call her Nana. An early name for the Sumerian moon god. The Akkadians called her Ishtar, and it's kind of funny that the Akkadians called her Ishtar. Ishtar means she was black as tar. You see? Black. And then they give her pink hair. She talks about that too. The doll. She talks about that. And the pink hair and the tail they give her, that has something to do with the cats they had in Egypt. And also them being a cat day. It is to put her into their dumbass religions. And she is not having it, especially not looking like this. You know, this is a program now. This is how females look. You should have saw the girls. They were getting on the bus. My daughter's party bus. You should have saw. And then they came back here and said, oh, Micaiah got a lap dance from from someone. They never said who it was. And they said, what? From one of them big fat girls? They need like 3 cassettes to put on. You put 3 cassettes together, you can do it. You can do it. You put 3 cassettes together and then you put it on. They need to start training that fat because... And then some had on these shirts that you can see their stomach. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with females today? They just have no fucking shame. But who would have shame? If someone showed you this is a god. You know? Just like they show Ruth, you know, which leads back to her. And they show her with her tongue hanging out and like she is crazy and shit. I mean, so if your God looks like this, you look like this too. And although the so-called black man does not have this as their God, the pink man put this up as a form of a God who is talking about the female parent that does not want to have anything to do with them. Only to allow them to live in her womb with everyone else. And she has nothing to do with them. They don't know shit about her. So they write whatever they think. Or they take like the knowledge that was in Egypt, or they take that and they corrupt it as they corrupt all the knowledge. Every fucking thing, they always corrupting it. Along the Tigris, I guess that's why they did the tigers like that, huh? The tigers and the lions. Euphrates, rivers. There were many shrines and temples dedicated to Enna. However, the temple of Enna, which means house of heaven, house of your mind, in Uruk, was considered her primary temple. They worshipped her because she somewhat emanated. Oh, she also wanted me to let you know, but not on this picture. Let me see if I can find. No, not that one. See? Look at Athena. Looks like a fucking man. This is a fucking program. I'm telling you, all that shit is nothing but programs to make a motherfucker gay. No, this picture here she does not like because they had given her bare feet and wings. She said the reason she has bare feet here, they drew it like this. They made her like this with bare feet and wings because when it came to those pink children and the things that were going on, she put her wings on and her feet and her shoes, and she flew the fuck off of Pilatus to her own planet. Jupiter. I have some more. Okay, this is one. It is about Enna going into the underworld. Before she left for the underworld, Enna put her divine regalia and took up the appropriate divine degrees. And look, it says me. The divine degrees is me. And this means something too. She instructed her minister, Nen Shaba. Remember, they said her name was Nenana. Now you have Nen Shaba. That after 3 days, she was to as help of the great gods. Who else has 3 days? Just us, right? And each of the 7 gates of the underworld, and Anna removed part of her regalia until naked and bent. Oh wow, they are fucking lying. Naked and bent. She came before the 7 judges of the underworld and her elder twin sister, Ericagale. Now I'm going to show you something here with the lionesses. E. You see the 8? Take the top out. N-K-I. It's to say Inky's gal. You see? But they like to play games with you. Inky's gal, whose name means Queen of the Great Earth. So she is Imaneta. All gave her the look of what? Death. And they had her dead body hung on a hook. They gave her the look of death, and they say all her children that she did not want. They even like cotton picker. Do you know that it's talking about panDORA to call her a cotton picker? They call us cotton picker niggas. You know that her melanated children. Sure. Because when it was time for her children, for her to leave, when she got ready to leave, she actually picked and chose what children she wanted to take with her. And she took an array of colors. And she said she did not take one pink. No, not one did she take with her. And she showed me a picture when she was saying how they also start to come retarded. However, those in the galaxy thought the children were like that because no one on Politis had ever taken another wife. No one. Politis stays with Politis, never took another Isha, not wife, Isha. He went to Jupiter to take him a wife. She is Imaneta, and all gave her the look of death. She says this is the chemtrails and the GMOs, and then the splicing, all the shit they do to her children, that is giving her the look of death, giving Imaneta the look of death, because it is the queen of the great earth, right? And then it is also the queen of the great air. So you can find rats there also, because it is a Babylonian language, and they're the ones that put this shit here, And they had her dead body hung on a hook. Didn't they hang JC for 3 days on a cross? So now for 3 days, see, after 3 days, she was to ask help of the great gods. And then when Jesus hung on that cross for 3 days, 3 motherfucking days, they say, but it wasn't 3 days, 3 days, 72 hours. They tell us 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because we're black and we, we don't have any sense, we're stupid, we believe anything they say, so hey, just tell them that. They didn't even have to think hard, just think of something, hey, just tell them that, They don't care, they will believe it anyway. They need, the melanated man needs things to believe in. He even needs to believe in himself. Who the fuck believes in himself? You should know yourself. That's your 3 days later. Nenshabor began to seek help, but neither the chief god nor the moon god and Anna's father was sympathetic. No one, not even her dad, was sympathetic. And this was after everything that happened to her. I told you she was the first target. After all this shit happened to her, even her father, neither the chief god nor the moon god, who is Nana's father. So now the moon god is a man. Wow. I thought the sun was a man and the moon was the female. Now it is a man. But they were not sympathetic to it. They were apathetic. sympathetic after everything happened because they didn't like how she handled the shit. But this is the first time all this new shit is happening. All this shit is a new thing. You know, and everyone's confused and trying to figure out shit and coming up with all these goddamn theories and, you know, and trying to figure out what the fuck to do. They did not like what she did. You know, they went to the moon first and then all that bullshit happened. And then they went to Mars and all the bullshit happened, and now they're on Earth and all the bullshit is still happening. That is 3 planets and that is 3 fucking days. And no one cares. The sun, none of the chief gods, nor the moon god, which is the father, no one was sympathetic to panDORA's suffering for what she went through. She was a target. That's like rape. You know, Inky did. Like, that's called rape. However, the God of wisdom instructed 2 creatures to sprinkle over Anana's corpse both a living plant and life-giving water. When the creature sympathized with, I'm going to just say Inky's girl, who was groaning in misery, she offered them rich rewards, but they asked only for the corpse on the peg. And these were the creatures. And they sympathized with Inky's girl. I wonder why. Why they sympathized? Because they wanted her dead body. They sprinkled it and Anana lived again. However, before the judges would let her leave the grave below, they insisted she provide a substitute. And so demons ascended with her to bring her substitute back. That means that this is a dead body they have, you know, like the living dead. So now you have to take this body to wherever the body needs to be, and you need to bring back another. See, that is the sacrifice that all these damn people on TV, you know, these celebrities, that's sacrifice that they're doing. But not only that, just like my children. Sometimes I think when all this shit is over with, my children will rise up out of something that, you know, that kept them alive or something. You know, sometimes I think like that. You never know what the fucking happened these days. I mean, when motherfuckers can visit you from other places and they're dead, anything can happen. They sprinkled it and then they lived again. Okay, so now they need her to bring a substitute back. She refused. And she refused to United States. Or United Snakes, to give them several faithful servants, but she shall render her bridegroom. Let's see what his name is. His name is WC. Oh, that was so funny. The way she said, they don't know what name they want to give it, but yeah, he called that nigga dumb, you see? Like, dumb, you see? Like, you know, I always say that too, you know? And now again, the United States. He was not in mourning for her, so Inky, this was Inky, she called dumb, you see? And, Inky was not in mourning for her. Inky was still more so into an experiment. Like, now he has these children who are mentally retarded and some were even physically retarded. And so now he wants to experiment on them. I'm telling you, Inky is, you know, he's no longer like that. I know. Right now, Inky is, he is really sad, you know. He has had no Isha, no more children, nothing. Him and panDORA kind of live the same life almost, you know, like isolated almost. For a while, WC escaped the demons, and he did. Remember, I said he was beamed up? But finally, they carried him off. Then her bridegroom, WC, because he was, then I can't read in this camera. Then and Anna mourned for him. No, she didn't. Finally, WC's sister, Antu, arranged to take his place in the underworld for a part of each year. Then you have Black, let you know they are melanated. And now we have Cunningham. Means whoever is writing this, they're very cunning. And they are the children of him who are non-melanated men. You know, and so Inky's sister Antu arranged to take his place in the underworld for part of each year. And this was put in 1998, 1999, 2000, whatever. And I know who Inky's sister is. No. See, this is what she says. They are using these things for a form of mind control. You know, there are now a whole sect, SECT, of gay men who worship Yahweh, Enki, Inu, and Yahweh, yeah, they are gay. They used to follow me around and like target me on YouTube, think I was gay. And they used to tell people I was a transvestite. I didn't know if I should take that as a compliment or what. You know, because everyone think I am a man. Sometimes I take it as a compliment. Sometimes I don't. My children tell me when they were younger, they thought I was the man. It's because I was on my P's and Q's more so than the brothers I was with, you know. I was one to get a business and be sovereign, and they were the one to go knock on the door and be a slave for master. Yeah, you see how they took that H out? And Nana's descent took its final written form after years of recopying in a male-dominated religion. See? What the fuck you get religion up in the fucking heavens? Really? Wow. A male-dominated religion. And that's what it is now. They put her in it. This is why they made the blackest one a cat.